Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you.
Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining me here today on my channel. I hope you are all doing really well. My name is Ange, aka 50 Cents UK. If it is your first time watching my channel, a big warm welcome to you, and of course to all my regular viewers stroke subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back and sending you all lots of love. Now guys, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be trying out some Commodity perfumes. Now, Commodity is a brand that was out some time ago. I think they had some issues and they kind of went out of circulation, and now they are back. They are back with a bang. And I just wanted to check it out and just see what they were all about, because I do know that there's a lot of hype around some of their perfumes. And so I thought, let me see what all the fuss is about, see if these are worth investing in. And yeah, guys, so if that sounds like it's up your street, then keep on watching. So guys, the interesting thing about Commodity is that they offer their scents in 3 different types, so 3 different forms. So they have personal, which I think is like literally a skin scent, a very light scent, and then they have expressive, which I'm guessing is kind of like an ordinary EDP type formulation, and then they have bold, which I guess is more of an intense, louder, stronger formulation. And you can purchase all the perfumes in each of these formulas. I think they do differ in smell a little bit. So guys, which one do you think I went for? Obviously, me being me, I decided to go for the bold Discovery set, because you know I like my strong, heavy hitting scents. I knew that the personal is going to be a no-no for me, because I don't like really light perfumes, so I wasn't even going to look at that. And the expressive, I kind of wish I'd gone for the expressive in a way, because a lot of people are saying that certain versions of these perfumes are best in the expressive versions. But anyway, so I got the bold. It comes like this in this little cardboard box, and the scents are in there like this. They look very nice, well presented, really sort of sophisticated looking. It comes with a booklet that tells you a bit about each perfume, what the notes are, etc. And the good thing is they also give you like strips to smell on, which I think is a really nice touch. So guys, let's stop delaying and let's get to spraying. So the first one is one called Gold. Now, I have smelt all of these guys, and I have kind of played around with them and tested them out. So I have kind of got thoughts on all of them, but let me spray this one on the card, seeing as they very nicely provided these cards with all the names on. Now, this opens up really nice. Okay, this is like a warm, spicy vanilla fragrance. It does have some leather in it as well. I will put the notes up. When you first spray this, it smells really nice. I actually really like it. It's warm, it's cozy, it's comforting, it's very vanilla-y. There's patchouli in it as well. And as I said, there is a leather base to this perfume as well. Now, as it dries down, I kind of didn't like it as much in the dry down. I don't know what it was about it. I think maybe it becomes a bit more leathery, a bit too leathery. And I think the vanilla's not quite sweet enough for me. It's a nice perfume, but I don't think I would buy a full bottle. And this being bold, to me, this didn't project that well, and it didn't last that well on my skin. Like it became very faint quite quickly. So like after 2 or 3 hours, it very much became a skin scent on me. It's a pretty vanilla, but it's not something that I would go, oh wow, that is the best vanilla I've ever smelled and I want to rush out and buy a full bottle of it. No, to me, it's just kind of all right. It's pleasant, it's nice. but it's nothing special. You know, I thought it was going to be more special because I know a lot of people do like this one. But again, this is in the bold version, so maybe the expressive version might be nicer. But yeah, this is just, it's just all right for me. So that one is gold. So the next one is called Velvett, and this is the one that I was most excited about from reading the notes. So this is an ambery, rose, dark oriental kind of fragrance, and this does smell good. Okay, when you first spray it, this smells good. This has a bit of a smokiness to it. It's definitely deep, it's sweet, it's quite heavy. It's quite mysterious smelling. It's a sexy fragrance, this one. And I quite like it. But again, there's something about it. These all have kind of like a similar vibe about them. Like you can tell that they're from the same house. Sort of like how Mancera has its kind of signature smell. I find that these have that kind of signature smell, but I don't know what it is. I know a lot of them have ISO Super E or something in them, which I think is a synthetic molecule. So it might be that they have that in common. But yeah, I like this. Again, this is nice. I don't get too much of the rose. The rose is there, but it's not overwhelmingly rosy. This is more of an ambery scent to me. I do like it. It's quite rich, it's quite luxe. But again, this one didn't stay on my skin that long. Like, I thought to myself, these are meant to be really bold, heavy hitting, long lasting perfumes. So I expected to be able to smell it for, you know, a long time. But again, after about 3 hours, I was struggling to smell this. Now, I do like the smell, but because of the performance, I was expecting more from being a bold scent, you know. I was expecting a lot more from it, and I kind of didn't get what I was expecting. But whilst I do like how it smells, I don't think I'd invest in a full bottle because it disappeared on me quite quickly. Now, I don't know if that's my skin. It could just be me. But let me know if you've tried this, and let me know how the longevity was for you, because it could be that it just didn't vibe with my skin. I don't know, but it's a shame because it's a nice scent. This is one of my favorite ones from the line that I've smelt so far. But yeah, it is, as I said, quite a sexy, grown kind of fragrance. There's nothing juvenile about this. It smells quite mature. It's quite classy. And yeah, it is like a warm, deep, dark, rosy, ambery scent. And it is nice. This is the kind of perfume that I do gravitate towards. So this next one, I was super excited to smell. It's called Milk, okay? Just simply Milk. And I thought, do you know what? I am sure to love this one. This one has marshmallow in it, milk, obviously, cedar, musk. I think there's some woody notes in it. But guys, this to me comes off really almondy. Like, I don't know what it is, but it smells almost like there's a bitter almond in it. It kind of not smells the same, but reminds me of that that really gourmand Xerjoff perfume. I think it was called Lyra, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check. But it smells kind of in that same vein. It's very gourmand. It's sweet. I don't get a lot of marshmallow, and I don't kind of get milky vibes from it, funnily enough. It's a little bit milky, but it's not overly milky. Like, being called Milk, I thought milk was just going to hit you in the face. Maybe in the expressive formulation it might be a bit more milky and creamy, I don't know, but in this bold version it's so nutty to me. I can't get away from smelling like a bitter almond in this. That's what I get more than I get anything. Like, I really wanted to get like a fluffy marshmallowy vibe from it. I really wanted to get like a comforting warm milk kind of smell, and it just doesn't do that for me. So this one's a bit of a disappointment. It's not horrible, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike it. I actually quite like the smell, but it's just not what I was expecting from reading the notes, if that makes sense. And again, longevity was just moderate to me. Like, I didn't find it was very loud. I didn't find it projected very much. Yes, it is a gourmand scent, but to me, I don't know, I just wouldn't buy a full bottle of this one either, unfortunately, because I really wanted to like this one. So this next one is the one that I was least looking forward to. It's called Moss, and it is a green, fresh, spicy, earthy, woody fragrance. So it's not the type of fragrance that I normally gravitate towards. So I was kind of thinking, I really know that I'm not going to like that one, and it's not going to be up my street. But guys, guess what? I really like this one. I really like this one, you know. And you know what? This one performed the best out of all of them. I was shocked, okay? But this smells so nice. Oh, guys, this opens up with like a zestiness. It is so fresh smelling. It's very green, so I would say you need to like green scents. But guys, this one does lean masculine to me, okay? So personally, I wouldn't wear it, although I do really like the smell. But I would love to smell this on a man. I think this would be so sexy on a man. Guys, I'm telling you, any men watching this, give it a try. It is such a sexy, comforting fragrance that, you know, you just want to nuzzle on a man's chest if he was smelling like this. This smells so nice. So this has some oak moss, it has bergamot, it has patchouli, there's some juniper berries in it, this has petitgrain in it. This just smells so nice. Like, honestly, I was so shocked that I like this. But yeah, and this one lasted. This one had the best longevity. So, although I wouldn't personally buy this for myself, I definitely recommend it for a man, because to me it is masculine. But if you're a lady that likes to smell masculine or likes to wear masculine scents as well, you might like this one. But yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised. I know a lot of people say this one smells quite Christmassy, because it does give a little bit of a kind of like a Christmassy tree vibe maybe, but it's not too piney to me. Like, it doesn't smell like disinfectant or pine sol or anything like that. I actually think it smells really classy. It's really nice. To me, this is like a man who knows what he's doing. He's confident. He's rocking a nice suit. He's strong. He's quite muscular. Do you know what I mean? He's one of those dominant boss type of men. That's what I get from this, and I really like it. You can tell, guys, I'm getting a bit, you know, this is the type of man I want to smell. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that one is Moss. So the next one is this one, and this is called Paper. So guys, I was really interested in smelling this one because it's called Paper. I mean, that is such a strange name for a perfume, but I was intrigued. So Paper is a woodsy, sandalwood, ambery fragrance. It has that ISO-E super thing in it, molecule in it again. So let's give this one a spray. Yeah, this one's interesting. I actually quite like the smell, and it does kind of smell like paper that's been sitting there for a very long time, you know, like reams of paper that have been sitting somewhere in like a dingy, dark, dusty room for quite a long time. That's what it smells like to me. And funnily enough, although that description probably doesn't sound too appealing, it's actually a nice, pleasant smell. Yeah, it's definitely a woody fragrance. But you know what? This one disappeared so quickly on me. Like, literally after probably half an hour, I couldn't smell this anymore. But it smells quite strong on the card. But on skin, yeah, it disappeared quite quickly. So I was quite disappointed in that, because I do actually like how it smells. But the performance, and considering this is the bold version, I'm kind of thinking, if this is how the bold one is, what on earth must be the personal one? Like, literally, you can't smell it, I'm sure. But I don't know. I haven't tried those versions, but I'm just guessing from this one. It's such a shame, because it is quite a nice, unique smelling perfume. like I said, I do really like how it smells, but performance just lacks. I don't know why. Such a shame. So last but not least, we have Book. Now, I do actually own a 10ml travel spray of Book when it was Commodity, before Commodity went away and came back, if that makes sense. So I don't know how that one compares to how this new formulation is, because I haven't actually compared them. I probably should have done, but I haven't, because it's not a perfume that I reach for a huge amount, but it is an unusual fragrance and it is quite unique. So let's spray this one. Yeah, this smells just how I remember it. Very woodsy, very earthy smelling, quite spicy. It's musky. There's a tea note in this, which is quite prominent. I quite like this fragrance, to be fair. It is a unique perfume. It's not something that I would reach for on an everyday basis. It's very, very unisex. So it's not sweet in any way, shape or form. It doesn't smell floral. It's quite kind of dusty smelling and a little bit smoky. Yeah, it's nice, but it's not something that I would personally want to smell like all the time, if that makes sense. But it is a nice fragrance, and this one isn't bad at lasting. In comparison to the others, this isn't too bad. So I would say from all of them, Moss was the best performing one, followed by Book, and then I guess followed by Velvett. So yeah, and I probably would rank them like that, although Velvett is the one that I like the smell of the best for myself personally. Moss I like the smell of on a man, and this one I like it because it's unique and it smells different, but again, it's not something that I would want to wear on a regular basis, if that makes sense. So yeah guys, that's my kind of little overview of the Commodity fragrances. Let me know if you've tried any of them, or if you own any of them, or are you going to get any of them. At the moment, how I stand is that I don't think I would purchase any of them. I don't think I'd want a full bottle of any of them. The only one I would consider is Moss, and that would be to give to a man. That wouldn't be for me to wear. So yeah, I'm not, you know, overly impressed by them. I don't dislike any of the smells, to be fair. They all smell quite nice, but there's nothing that kind of like just hits me in the face and says, you've got to have it. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing that makes me kind of really excited or gets my juices flowing in that way. So yeah, that's just my opinion guys, but as I say, try for yourself. You might find a real gem amongst those perfumes. Commodity's a well-respected house. I know a lot of people like them and rave about them, so you know, do check it out and give it a try. But guys, thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.